One mic, please.
So we wanted to have a conversation about racial relations and diversity in the Green Party because we feel that that's something very, very important.
You gotta speak up.
What we're seeing now is that there's not so much diversity, and there's reasons for that. I'm not going to go far into the reasons. Technically, would you like to join in this conversation?
So I could speak on, the only thing I could do is just speak on my own experiences being in the Green Party and what I've seen thus far. So I guess, the main reason, I think I shared yesterday, if you guys were with the group, on how I joined the Green Party and how I got plugged in, and that's because the Green Party is a part of the Black Lives Matter Alliance in Broward. So everything that they do is making sure it's tied into racial justice and making sure that that's on the forefront of a lot of the issues. So the Green Party is literally spearheading an initiative in Broward, and it's Take Down the Racist Street Signs campaign. And so, like, because I know the party in Broward holds those things like very valuable. I was even telling Sylvie, which is a co-chair who couldn't be here, is that the first person who spoke that kind of like was like, when I first walked in yesterday, I was like, whoa. Like, because I really didn't see people who looked like me, and that's something that has a strong impact on if somebody wants to engage in a group or not. But what kept me really engaged is knowing that Akile went up there. That's why I'm going to her event, like, right after this, because I'm like, if the party brought her in and saw the importance in that, and not only that, are really contributing to the campaign with canvassing and stuff like that, that's what's going to keep people like me engaged and involved. It's not just saying something because LeBeau, love this shirt, but you have to be a community of practice, you know? Like, so I have to see it. I can't just see it on a shirt. I need to actually see what the party is doing, because I know even when we wanted to have the Stand Your Ground bill be one of the bills that the Green Party carried in Florida, there was a lot of pushback on that, and that affects the way I look at the party. And so it's like, you have to be like, why is all this pushback and friction for a bill that is racist and has been racist against black and brown?
From the Green Party, pushback from the Green Party, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we were trying to make that, we were trying to make that one of the bills, when we were deciding what bills the Green Party of Florida was actually going to take forward, right? And so that's one of the ones that Broward was actually trying to push forward, because a lot of groups are working on it. And of course, you know that because of the Trayvon Martins and the Jordan Davises, that bill is a racist bill. Stand Your Ground is a racist ass bill. There's if you guys want to know about more actions, there's an action that's going to be in Palm Beach. That was on June 13th, and it's going to be outside of the Palm Beach courthouse on the racist bill and how it affected a local campaign that the Green Party was also a part of, which is Jermaine McBean, who was killed by a police officer in Broward, and who claims Stand Your Ground as his defense. So if that's another way that we could get plugged in, how I can see the Green Party show up is by coming to that action that I was talking about yesterday with the Take Down the Racist Street Signs, coming to the action that was repealing the Stand Your Ground that's going to be in Palm Beach next month. And if you guys want more information about it, so when people, and I think I said this earlier, when people came up and was like, I'm really trying to make it to that action, those are things that are going to always, you know, stand with me. And I'm like, wow, so not only did I say that, people are actually trying to make a commitment to go. That's how people that look like me are gonna stay, not just come, but actually stay. You know, like stay, and knowing that the voices are being heard, the issues that we actually care about to push forward. The party is not just saying it, but they're proving with the actions that this is what we're trying to do. Because otherwise, I'm not gonna be party spokesman. I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, I'm the black girl, you know, put me in a position just to save face. I need to know that y'all gonna show up for me the same way I'm gonna show up for you, because I'm here to do work. And you know, like that's what.
Amen.
We want you to do it. That's the thing. And I also want to just kind of.
We should write that down and put that somewhere in the document.
Okay, but I want to put something out there also that the Who's. We've been working with the Who's for a long time. They actually supported. They supported Rosa Clemente. She spoke there. And Cynthia McKinney when she ran in 2008, and you know I've been at the the meetings with the chairman. They've been on our TV show, on the table of the Green Party. So it's an integral part that, because it is, even though it is another political party. Another political party per se. We have aligned on a lot of things, and we've backed them with a lot of things. I've marched with them. So I'm just saying the Greens have been there. It isn't just something new that we just started doing. So, and the rights in the platform, and yeah.
So in a local chapter, in a great way how I can see that show up is, document that, like showcase like this is what we're doing here locally. How can you replicate that in your own county? Because that's a great example. I think Broward is a great example of being a part of an alliance. Yes. What alliance can we join to actually show, the same thing that, we're doing over here. Pinellas is doing with the Euro.
This is the Pinellas County local, and it should be noted we're not seeing the full participation of the Green Party with the Yahoo. It's Pinellas County. We're the ones that have spearheaded the electoral process and made sure that they spoke at the.
Those are things that are important to know of, like how could those different alliances and different things be replicated in other places. Because it's great, because in Broward there is an alliance that we could have joined. Maybe not every city has an alliance, or your rural, and I'm saying that movement wrong. Like maybe not every single place has that, but what could you do locally? What are some things that best practices, or having an actual full presentation on what could that look like on like in your area to highlight the positive things that you're doing over here, or what's going on with the alliance in Broward. So like those are just things that you could do like going forward with
and more can be done. And that's on the platform, and it's words, but it is words that we do mean, and we welcome more people to participate.
It's easy to come up with a Black Caucus or a national Black Caucus just to make the party look like, we have these black people. But the face of the party, we don't just put people in positions, like you said, just to prop it up and everything. You actually got to have a practice, why is a lot of things not in the platform that should be in there? So we have to have inclusion, and we need to, especially from Florida, we need to be doing this. Like a lot of the locals, you go to their meetings, and it's all white and it's all old. And to me, that's not the future of the country. So we need to have a good
right. And how did you feel at the national meeting? Did you feel
it was really white. And
literally,
and I'm not trying to be an identity politics person, but that's very, very important. If you want to, and we don't have to come to you. You need to be out in the community going to the black community. That's something important. So don't think we have nothing to do. I'm not throwing you on the bus or anything, but she asked, you gotta bring your people out there.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what you said. You said to Jacksonville, to the big Jacksonville, we want those issues.
We brought our people.
No, you told me we have to do better at bringing our people forward, to these events. So I'm not throwing you under the bus, I'm just saying that's
Point of order, we have 15 minutes. I don't know if we have to be out of here, but I know people want to leave.
Yeah, people want to leave.
And I think we can do it in 15 minutes.
We're calling out one individual person or doing that, because I feel like that, if we're gonna have a conversation, we need to dedicate the time to that. But I do want to respect and honor that we came here to vote on people being in positions. It's 2:45. I feel like this was just an introduction. But if we really want to talk about ways in the party where it has not shown up in the past, or where it has shown up in the past, so we can really go forward in a real and true way. I think that's something that we could have in a meeting where we actually dedicate the time and say that this was what we put on the agenda to really talk about and get in depth. This was something that was just brought up just so we could spark the conversation, right?
Okay.
So,
just to say, I want to say that I'm
Okay, we have to be honest in this party. She brought it up yesterday, and no one really went out of their way to highlight that when Robin came in yesterday, the first thing that one of our own key party members said was treating her like she's the help. Okay? That's white supremacy. Yes, it was one of our members. She was trying to be shy about it because she's a very humble person on many things. I've known her for years. She's a dear friend. But I'm going to speak up. She was treated like crap. And when Jill Stein came here, there was a deliberate attempt to sabotage speakers that were of color, that were more revolutionary. And it was by party members in the Hillsborough Party Green membership. That is a fact.
Yeah.
And if I sound angry about it, I am, because we are so riddled with white supremacy that we don't even want to admit it sometimes.
There's a backstory to that, because Rick Glass is a white person from New Mexico that ordained that, and I tried to stop it, and I tried to get people
Jen did try to stop it. She did.
And we had people on the call, and people flew past me and contacted him, made compromise with him, and then it ended the show. But all
we
right,
got I got two